So for the next
So in
question,
this tutorial,
we are asked
we'll
to
be
find the
talking
total
about
sales made
group
in
by.
each
So here
month
we
by
are
reading and
sales
summarizing
wrap.
data.
So
So
let me
we'll be
copy
talking
the
about
question, so I
group
won't
by.
have to be going back.
Group by
and
is
forth.
used for grouping the data according to the categories and applying a function to the category.
Find the
If you
total
have worked with
sales
if you have worked
made
with
in
pivot
each
table in
month
Excel,
by each
you will understand
sales
what
rep.
group by is
So now
on
we are dealing with
Python.
month and
So
sales
it's
rep
just
column.
basically
So product
summarizing
by
huge data sets into
product
summary
group by.
rows. So now
So we are grouping by
we'll be working with this
sales rep.
Let me go back
So
to
the
folder.
sales rep is not spelled proper. Let's change the sales rep.
You just
to,
open your folder and
to the correct
upload
spelling.
the
So if you want to
file
rename
you
a
are
column,
working with. The file I'm working with is
if you want to rename, let me just comment this.
product summary.
A column.
I've already uploaded mine, so you can
So
just
if you want to rename a
upload,
column, you say
search for the file, then open.
That's the variable name dot rename.
So let me just copy the name of the file I'm working
inside.
with.
This is product dot rename. So columns.
So I'm going to be importing the file. But before I can import the file, I need to import my library.
You use a
dictionary
Pandas.
when you are renaming
so
a column.
I want to rename sales rep with sales
Pandas
wrap
as
sales wrap with sales rep. Sorry.
Then I've run
not
the query,
spelled
the
properly.
code I mean. Then
So
pd
product dot rename. It renames a method.
Passing your round bracket. Inside that round bracket is going to take in the columns argument.
So in this particular file, if you open the file on
Excel, to be using the dictionary. I think it has like
you're going to be using the dictionary
sheets symbol to
and the sheets I'm
working with is
named
as sales detailed.
So can you see I've changed it to sales rep
name, but this change is not permanent yet.
Details.
So I want to make it permanent. I'm going to pass this argument.
So can you see?
In place equals to
I'm
true.
taking it again. The name
so
of the file I'm working with
is
used
to
make
a change is
then
permanent.
inside that particular file,
so using
I have
place
equals to true
when you are renaming a column,
particular sheet I'm working
deleting,
with
when you are dropping a column,
detailed.
or
so
when you are
called out
sorting a column. Yes, there are some
certain
name
and I called
aspects where
out
you make use of in place equals to
name
true.
of the
So in place equals to
I'm
true
working
is
with.
just used
So I'm going to assign this
to make a change permanent.
So if I run this one now,
prod,
and I call out
prod
equals to that.
So
anytime I call out
rename, the
sales
going to return
sales
the
wrap.
result.
So
if I had not include this in place equals to true,
so I'll be
it's
using
still
this
going to be sales wrap,
what's it
not
called?
sales rep.
I'll be using this
So now let's
data
continue with the
set to
question.
answer this
So
question.
now I can now use the
Now
proper spelling,
I'm
which is
asked to
sales
get
rep.
the total
So
sum
group
of
by
each
sales rep
product. Total
comma,
sum of each
month.
product. If you look at this data set, you see we have the first 5 and it is showing the last 5, and we have about 447 rows and 9 columns.
Then
so by
default,
default,
set the index. I want to pass
Python
in
is
the
going to
index
compress some
number.
rows, but it's just going to show you the first 5 and the last 5.
So
if you want to see the whole rows,
find the total sales made in each month
just try
by
this
each
function.
sales rep.
So you call out the variable name
Group
option.
We are grouping by the sales rep and by month.
Display. And because we are trying to get the total sales, that was why I passed in the sum. If yours is showing an error, don't forget to pass in the numeric only equals to true inside this box. Inside that parenthesis, and then you reset the index. This reset index is what is bringing out this serial number. Without it, it's not going to show the serial number.
So this is it. I don't want to run.
Okay, it's showing an error. Let's see. So this is the total sales Bisola made in February. Total sales she made in January and March.
So
it's display.maxrow. If I call out
is just for the first quarter
now,
of the year,
you are going to see that it's going to show all the rows
that's for that question.
So then we also have
so that is
the function for,
let me copy this so at the same time.
That's the function for displaying the whole rows. Then what's the first question there says that we should get the total sum of each product. So this is the product column. Bring out the information. We never can tell how many products we have in this column. But if you want to check that, you can use the unique. Bring out everything about
the unique
function. So I'm calling out the location, the product column,
the number of.
If you want to call out any column on Python, you have to call out the variable first.
So this is
variable you are trying to filter out a record here now. Then you're trying to bring out a record from that and call out the column name. If I should run this code, it's going to show me. So you can just say it's going to return all the rows in that column. But what I'm trying to do here is to I want to check the unique values in this column. So
the
let's
first
say
I want to locate
product
is
into
the oranges,
unique
product, which is orange.
This is going to show us the distinct value you have in that column. So we have just 3, 4, 5. We have just 7 distinct values.
They want us
So
to
according to the question, I'm asked to get the total sales.
bring
total
out information about
for
oranges sold by
product.
Wura.
So this is the first. This is what you're going to do.
One I'm dealing with.
Prod,
the first column I'm dealing
which
with
is
is
the
the
variable
product
name.
column.
And the second column I want to deal with is the sales. Then group by is another method in Pandas. That is where I'm passing in the round bracket first.
Wura.
Then I'm going to call out the column.
That's taking two symbols.
I'm using that square bracket because I'm calling out
this
a
2
column.
equals to means comparison operator.
The single equals to means you are assigning a value into a because I want to get the total sales for each product.
So let me run this.
You are trying to bring out oranges from the
product column, and
so by default,
to filter out
from the sales
Python
is going to.
So
if I pass in dot sum, Python is going to calculate all the numeric
after bringing
columns.
out.
This is just calculates all the numeric columns automatically. But since I'm dealing with oranges sold
just
by
the total sales
of oranges sold, I'm just going to come out here.
So I'm going to like pick the first column
I called out, then
pass it into
a round bracket. This is the total sales they made in apple. I like the second banana, cherry, and the likes. And so there's this function called reset index. I want the table to come out with index number. So I'm just going to pass in this parameter
round bracket.
dot reset index.
The reason is because
so now if you don't pass it into a round bracket like this,
Python gets confused.
These are the total sales for each of the products. So that's why I'm passing it inside. These are the total sales for each of the products. But there's also I want to make mention of. I'm using the old version of Anaconda, but the new version of Anaconda takes in this parameter. I think Wura is looking for the only zone for the north zone, and she sold the total number. If you try to write this 900 as total sales in this manner,
February,
and you are getting
2,325 sales
that means
in
you are
March.
that's for Anaconda you
orange
downloaded
again
updated version
on this particular date.
If you want
this is just
the
information about
error, just
the
oranges
Wura
sold. It's going to go through.
So
now
you can
this
also
is the
reset
total
the
sales
index
by product. It's going to come out as 1, 2, 3, 4.
So that is the first question.
This one is just optional if you want to. The second question says, get the total number of boxes. Then let me just get the total number of boxes of each product. So the drop equals
this is the
boxes. So you want to count the total number of boxes for orange. Now these are all the information for cherry and so on. Oranges. So it's still going to be in this manner. But instead of us calculating for total, I'll be calculating for boxes. If you want to see just the total number of boxes, total number of boxes, price, and total sales code, you can just do it this way. So now it's throwing an error. Control. Whenever you see key error, that means maybe it is either the spelling is not correct or there is an issue with that column name. So you just need to go through it again and see what's wrong. But in this situation, I'm just going to call out the column name to see what I'm missing. Need to copy the column. So let's just call out the column name. So prod.columns. Prod is our variable name. Please remember that. It must be in columns. Must be in quotes. Okay, let's see. This is the boxes. So look at this space. The space here is what is not making that code works. This boxes has a space after the S. If I should pass in the space again, if I should pass in the space here, it's going to work. Can you see?
It's because I did.
So sometimes
I was calling out more than a single column.
If you are getting error, just go through your error message and see what the message is giving you.
This is just
so when I ran
for
it
the
in
total
this
number
form,
of
it was showing me an error that there is a key error. That means the boxes is not properly spelled. So that was why I checked the column, the columns to see how the boxes is spelled. So and I noticed that there is a space
for the last question.
So I'm going to pass it.
It said bring out information.
But another thing you can just do is to
of sales made
just
in
get
January.
rid of this space by
bring
using
out the information of sales made in January. So you can just say
product dot. So str.strip is going to strip off the unwanted spaces in your column header. So product and prod.columns.str. You can just use like this. It's going to strip any unwanted space in your column header. So let's run that. Months. Can you see? So after stripping it now, I'm now going to call out the column again, the columns, and assign
Then
the corrected
total sales.
one
I'm
to
going to
it
call out
by
the total
copying the
column.
code and assigning it back to this place. So let's run this.
Then
We set index. So now if I should let's see, let's call out the column again. I mean, let's run the query again without using the before space.
They asked us to bring for just January.
Can you see that it has worked because I've already stripped off the unwanted space inside that column and that box is column.
January.
So this is for number 2. Then the third question says we should find the count of each product by sales rep. So we have the sales rep column and we have
this is the total sales they made in January.
Find the count of each product by sales rep. So we are dealing with products and we are dealing with sales rep. So they want us to like count the total number of products each sales rep sold.
Months.
Do you get? So now I will be dealing with 2 columns.
Then
so to do that,
this one to January.
Let me just copy. So this one now, this particular one is going to show us all the info. So there's an error. So let me copy this. Ctrl+C. So this one is just going to show us all the information. This is the actual answer. I'm dealing with products and sales rep. So let me just call out of sales made in January. Call out sales. So product.look wrap. Call out spelled as sales wrap. Product.look. You know I said in the previous session that whenever you are dealing with look and iLook, you use a square bracket. So that's why I'm passing in the square bracket. Looking for the total sales. Product. We are going to call out the column, total, which is the month column. So this is calling out the column. So this one you change to total, then and this one is going to change to equals count and filter out the particular information. You are trying to count the numbers of products each sales rep, you can see, not the total sales. It's only showing all the informations of. So let's run this and see. And for this one, this is just like the total sales. I'm showing you. So there is an total sales for. Okay, this one doesn't need total sales in numeric only. It's only the count that needs. So that is that's for group by. I hope you understand. So this is. So here is it. Let me try to interchange it and see what we are going to have. Sales rep. Okay, still the same thing. Still the same thing. So you can just write it in any format. You can bring out the sales rep first, or you bring the column name first and the product column first. So now this is it. Bisola sold 6 apples, 6 bananas, and so on. So this is, you can just scroll down to see the total count of each product by the sales rep. So that's for the third question. So the fourth question says that we should find the count of each product by sales rep. And so, you know, this one was for each sales rep. The second one is for this particular sales rep. And so to do that, I will just, let me copy this, Ctrl+A, Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. So dot count total. So yeah, I'm now going to pass in. We are trying to get the total sales by products for this particular sales rep. And so products.group by, we are grouping by sales rep and we are also grouping by products. So this is total count. Let me take the question again. Find the count of each product by sales rep and so after calling out the 2 columns, here we are trying to filter out a record. We are trying to filter out a particular sales rep. So I'm just going to use the look. So I'll say look and so let's run this. Let's see. It's still running. If you are seeing this asterisk sign, that means your code is still running. So there's a key error. What is the error message? Annie. So the Annie is in capital letter. I wrote it in small letter. So that was why it's showing an error. So we have to write it in capital letter. You know, I said Python is case sensitive. So let's run it. So this is this. This is for just a single sales rep, and if you are trying to filter out a record in group by a particular record, so you use the loop to locate that particular record. So let me reset the index. So it's going to have the serial number. Yeah. So this information is just for sales rep, and this is the total number of apple, the total number of banana she sold, total count of cherries she sold. So that is for number 4. So let me just break it here and we continue.